Good morning. It's another day. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. The birds are singing beautifully, but there's a lot of traffic also. Been hearing it all night. Every once in a while I hear something that sounds like a train, but I don't think there's a train track. I think it's just trucks or something making weird noises, or noises that are long and keep going. Slept good, mid-40s or so, perfect what temperature. Rained all night, but I stayed dry. It's about time to get this show on the trail, though. Gonna get some coffee and probably eat some Pop-Tarts for breakfast. Got down, floating around all over in here, probably all over my hair. I don't know. I see it out of the corner of my eye over here or something, but yeah, I need to fix this. I got like a couple pinholes or something in this sleeping bag, and the down's coming out, just floating around. Anyway, it's time to conquer. See you out there. It was on this side. It wasn't on this side. That one must have fallen off. I seen it out the corner of my eye at first, and must have fallen off. But this one, like 2 or 3 of them up there. They're everywhere in here, I'm telling you. I need to get this thing fixed before I lose all my down. Those clouds look cool this morning. Here's that road I was hearing all night long. And this explains why I kept hearing traffic. It's pretty busy. I don't think it was busy like this all night long, but definitely a lot of trucks and fast-moving vehicles out here. As you can see, it's wet everywhere. Pennsylvania has definitely got its fair share of rain so far this spring. Well, it looks like we have an opening. Woo-hoo! But it curves on both sides, so cars could come around there pretty fast and not even see it. Well, one road down, who knows how many more to go. Definitely crosses a lot of road here in Pennsylvania, for sure. Either the sky is on fire or the sun is trying to peek through. That's a welcome sight. It's not going to be very warm today, like 60 degrees, so a few degrees warmer than yesterday, according to the forecast, but it's supposed to be partly sunny, partly cloudy. So far, it's partly cloudy with the sun trying to peek through. My eyes have been really watery and just usually, they are when I first wake up, and they go away after a minute. They weren't this morning, and usually that means that I'm a little bit dehydrated. So I just stopped at a water crossing and filtered and filled up and cameled up. Drank about a 3/4 of a liter real quick to get some water in me, some more water, because apparently I didn't drink enough last night. So that'll be making me feel real good here in a few moments. Already felt good drinking it. I was definitely thirsty, so that sun is peeking through. Woohoo! Woohoo! These random mountain laurel bushes / trees in this area look really cool. Definitely don't see those as much as the rhododendrons. Kind of similar looking to me, except the leaves obviously are different. Beautiful area here though. Nice and green from the rains. Everything growing nice and lush. Just a nice hiking stroll on the ridge line so far today. Little ups, little downs. And lots of flat areas. Some rocks, some not rocks. Walking through a burn section right now. It appears that it was a prescribed burn, just the way it looks. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty positive it was prescribed burn. Basically just to thin it out so that there's less fuel to catch on fire if it does catch on fire on its own. Like I've said on other videos, I'm one of the weird ones that think even this is beautiful when the trees are charred and black, just to contrast, and the beauty of knowing that some life went away so that life can grow again, and to protect in the future. Those rocks right there had me teeter-tottering all over the place. Hopefully the camera didn't move too much. Just a lot of pointed ones, so my feet weren't exactly just staying flat. Got to be really careful here because obviously it rained all night, so they're still wet. I think they were wetter yesterday though, so that's good. Probably because the sun is starting to come out and it's a little warmer today, so probably drying out a little quicker. But anyway, still beautiful, even though you have chars. So as you know, if you've been following this channel for a while, I keep it very real. When I make mistakes, you hear those mistakes. When I trip and fall, you see me trip and fall if I recorded it. No editing, just the real hike. Want you to see what you'd be seeing if you were out here with me. Usually I don't even listen to the video clips after I record them. But I went back and listened to that last one, and I'm glad I did, because I do want to change or correct something that I said. I said, that some life has to be given away so new life can come. I didn't really mean it that way. That sounded really morbid. What I meant was sometimes life goes away. Again, I'm talking about forest here. Life goes away, but new life will come again. I didn't mean one has to move so the other one can move in. I didn't mean it that way at all. When you're walking on the trail and bouncing up and down the rocks, sometimes your mind isn't 100% on what you're saying, and I'm sure you probably catch me slipping a lot, and that's fine. It's human, and that's exactly what would happen if you were out here with me. I'd be rolling my tongue around my words every 10 minutes. Although it's a lot of flat trail on ridge line, about 1,600 feet up so far this morning in the first 7-ish miles, there's a lot of subtle changes to the trail as far as the type of trees and vegetation and so forth. Hopefully that shows up on the video as much as I can see it. I'm a very observant person. That doesn't mean I see everything. But I usually see those subtle terrain changes. It's really cool. It's like I look at it kind of like a video game. You're moving from one world to the next. Obviously, it's not a video game. It's real life. As real life as you can get. But I love seeing the changes. Very blue sky now. Beautiful sunshine. Yeah, baby. Looking beautiful. Right around close to halfway for what I'm doing today. About another 7-ish miles to Port Clinton. And then I'll be Neroing the rest of the day, getting some good food in me. And resupplying, showering, laundering, all that good stuff that you do when you have a good portion of the day left before you get back on trail. So real quick, I just wanted to let y'all know some information here that has definitely been told on the videos before. But it's one of the questions I probably get more than anything. And that's, what I do for a living, or, how can I afford a Thru-Hike, or not me per se, but like, how can a person do that? What do I do as far as my occupation and stuff? So I've stated it all before, but obviously there's new people to the channel every day. So basically I've been in publishing for, it's going on, what is it? Close to 30 years, about 27, 28 years now. And I've also been in the music business for a long time. I won't talk about the music business part, just move on from that. Just know that music is my life, and it has been for all my life. And as far as the publishing part though, for the last 3 years, it's been in the works. My new baby, the Thru-Hiker magazine, will be launching this fall. So if you're not familiar with that and you want to sign up for updates so you know when it comes and when the first launch or when the first issue launches and all that good stuff, it's simply Thru-Hikermagazine.com. Just go there and you can sign up with an email real quick and you'll get the updates as they come. It's THRU hikermagazine.com. So that's one big thing that I've done. As far as what do I do for work and money since I'm on the trail, before then, let's just put it this way. I work about twice as hard as everybody else. I cram as much into, a 6-month period as possible. Pretty much as what somebody would do in a year, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Put it this way, being raised in the Midwest, very strong work ethic, actually too strong for a good portion of my life, which caused a lot of stress and problems in my life. 2 full-on careers going at the same time caused a lot of hours to be worked. Way too many for a human to be doing in order to be living their life and enjoying their life. Which is why I'm glad that my career has changed directions into what my passion is, which is through hiking and summiting mountains and helping people, helping motivate and inspire. So that's where my career is from here on out. It's just, obviously the magazine is a big deal. I've talked about that in yesterday's video. I've talked about it so many times. Surprised people actually still don't know it. But that's there to bring unity, inspire, and motivate. But then also just so many things in media. These videos, obviously, my channel, music. There's a book in the works. And then there's a couple other things that I just can't talk about right now that's in the works to help hikers and to help people that want to hike and to help people that have never hiked and to help people that are experienced hikers that just may need some help. That's about all I can say about that right now, but there's definitely some things in the works. Basically, that's where my career goes. In the last 3 years, it's been making that transition. And I'm glad that my passion can actually be my career from here on out. So hopefully that answers those questions. And look forward to you all seeing the magazine, getting my book. We'll keep on listening to these videos and letting your friends and people know about it, because fortune's here to stay. Living life, and still going to be bringing y'all on these journeys with me, because nothing makes me feel better than knowing that I inspire and motivate people out there to live life. Almost food time. Just a little less than a couple miles to go. And priority number 1, get some food in me on this Nero. Woohoo! I don't know about y'all, but looking at this trail makes me want some Rocky Road ice cream. Oh my goodness, with lots of Hershey syrup and some nuts on top and maybe some sprinkles. Oh man, put some peanut butter and coffee ice cream on top of that too. Yeah, and then some more Hershey syrup. Oh, some whipped cream. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's not what I'm going to have for lunch, but I'm thinking I might be having that for a snack. Boy, this plane that's above me is quite loud. It's like he's going to land right here on the rocky trail. Little bit of a view, not much. You can see the valley on the other side of the trees there. Still beautiful with the outcropping. I don't know if you can see all the birds flying up there, looking for their next prey. The descent into Port Clinton is pretty much 1,000 feet in a mile of scree and leaves. So that's about 25% grade of scree and leaves. You got to be somewhat careful, different kind of careful than wet rocks. Everything is slippery, but in a different way. And then obviously the scree can roll ankles and such. So you got to be careful on those. Like right there, I just slid like 3 times in 3 steps on leaves that was on top of rocks. There you gotta be careful. But me being careful when I know I'm going into town for a Nero sometimes doesn't equate in my brain. All right, so coming into Port Clinton, then I'll be taking the rest of the day off. Well, not really off, still gotta upload videos. And it's a full-time job feeding my gut. Port Clinton, Pennsylvania. The downtown is actually over there. This is just train tracks. That was a nice steep downhill.